Welcome to United Nations Examinations and Test section. In this video, we intend to provide you with detailed information and instructions on how to take the Global General Service Test, which we will refer to as GGST from now on. The GGST is a newly established test to recruit staff members for the General Service category. Prior to the GGST, the ASAT was the former GS level test. While the ASAT was administered at the first step in the recruitment process, the GGST is administered only to candidates who have applied for job openings in the General Service category and have been successfully screened and nominated by the hiring managers. This means that you, as a prospective candidate, first have to apply to job openings in the General Service category to be invited to sit the GGST. If you're interested in applying for a job opening in the General Service category, the first step is to go to the United Nations career website as shown on screen and apply to a General Service position through the job opening link at the lower right corner of the site. First, you will click through the job opening link, then find the section that says General Services and Related Categories. The next step is to wait for the GGST local administrators to contact you through a formal invitation email, which will be in the format of the email shown on screen. Please take a moment and follow these instructions on the screen to ensure that you will receive emails from the United Nations. The invitation email will contain the date, time, and location of the test, as well as other relevant information. If you are able to and willing to participate at the indicated time, please confirm your attendance by directly replying to the email address. After receiving your confirmation, GGST local administrators will send you a test reminder with the general instructions and additional information on the test and the test venue the day after the confirmation deadline. Please show up at the test center on time, as stated in the instruction email. If you do not arrive on time, you might not be allowed into the test center. An invigilator will be on site to welcome you, take you to the test room, and administer the test. Now, we will show you the basic structures of the test. First of all, when you sit in front of a computer, you will see two applications open in front of you on your screen. The test site, as shown on screen, and the default calculator. Those are the only two programs you can use during the test. You are not permitted to browse any other websites or use any other programs installed in the testing computer. If you use any other websites or programs, you may be disqualified. The invigilator will provide you with your login information. Now, please log in with the login information provided by the invigilator. When you log into the site, you will see 5 parts of the test. These are introduction and general instructions, verbal reasoning, numerical reasoning, situational judgment, and a survey. The first part is the introduction and general instruction. Please read them carefully and follow the instructions. Once you're done reading them, please click End Test and move on to the next part. The next 3 parts are verbal reasoning, numerical reasoning, and situational judgment. These test parts assess your ability to effectively work with written communications, numerical data, and work-related situations in line with UN core values and competencies, respectively. Those are the 3 marked sections of the test. Before you start each of these sections, you will be presented with sample questions. For illustration purposes, let's take a look at each part. The first part is verbal reasoning. As you can see, the important parts of the test platform. On top of the screen, you will see a timer. This will be in display in every single section within this test. In the instruction of each section, you will see how many questions you have in that section, as well as how many time you have to complete that part of the test. Please read these instructions carefully and move on to the questions. As you can see clearly stated on top of the screen, these are the sample questions. Each section has 2 sample questions before you get into the real test. Choose one answer and click Next to move on to the next step. For sample questions, the test platform will provide you with a little feedback. In this case, we answered incorrectly, hence the test platform provided us with the right solution. Cross out the message and move on to the next question. Now we're moving into the actual test parts. As you can see on top, there is a separate timer and the time has been reset. And in this part, there will be 12 questions out of the 24 questions in this entire section. For the purpose of content security, we will not show you the actual test material. As for numerical reasoning and situational judgment, they are in the same format. Let's take a quick look. Please remember that those sample questions will not be counted towards your final total score as stated above the questions. Once you complete the 3 actual marked sections, this test will end with an anonymous and voluntary feedback survey for you to share your test experience with us. After the test, your result letters will be emailed to the same email address to which you receive your test invitation in the format of a PDF file within 5 business days after the test. If you have any other questions, please email ggst@un.org at any time. Thank you for watching.